All right. I'm making this video, man, about the hypocrisy that I see from the so-called Latino, Hispanic, Mexican community. I have been noticing a lot of hypocrisy coming from the Hispanic community. I notice how a lot of Hispanics listen to hip hop, dress black, talk black, emulate black culture, but then they turn around and point the finger at those same black people that they try to emulate. You can't have it both ways. You can't emulate the things that you see black people do, but then turn around and curse black people for the things they do. That's called being a hypocrite, man. A lot of you people got to start being honest with yourself. You can't accuse black people of selling drugs when Mexico is the ones that's supplying those black people with the drugs. You can't accuse black people of being savages when your people are in Mexico chopping people's head off, shooting up bus full of women and kids, burning their bodies in acid. I think the Hispanic community needs to start being a little bit more honest with themselves, man. And the reason why I think a lot of Hispanics does that is because they try to put black people down in order to make themselves feel better about themselves because they suffer from low self-esteem. They don't mind being under white people as long as they're better than blacks. And so they tell themselves that, that black people are monkeys and niggers and mayetes, in order to make themselves feel more superior because they know they're not. And I'm not sitting here saying black people are better than Mexicans. I don't believe no race is better than another race. But what I do believe, I believe it's not in black people's nature to be racist or to have hate towards another group of people. We was not brought up that way. We was not taught that way. Our parents do not teach us to hate any other race. We're not taught that. And unfortunately, a lot of Hispanics are taught to be racist towards black people by their elders, the older generation. They're very racist, And I have noticed a lot of things coming from Hispanics, man. And, a lot of black people out here should not trust the so-called Hispanic community, man. The things I see from them is just ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. It really don't. You people wouldn't embrace rap music and embrace wearing Jordans, and you will show up to the Laker parade when it's not one Mexican that plays for the Lakers, but yet you hate black people. And I'm not saying all Mexicans are like that. You got a lot of good Mexicans out here, and I don't think the whole race should be demonified for the actions of, well, most of them are like that. But you do got some good Mexicans out here, but the majority of them are very ignorant, man. They have a very ignorant mentality when it comes to black people, and a lot of them are hypocrites. You can't diss black people over black music. A lot of those oldies that Chicanos, Mexicans like to listen to come from all black artists. That come from black people, man. We created that music. Whether you like it or not, we created that. We created the blues. We created hip-hop. And I hear a lot of Hispanics talking about black people didn't create hip-hop. Well, if we didn't create hip-hop, who the hell created it? A lot of things I hear coming from Mexicans is just ridiculous. I heard a Mexican say that the Mexicas created hip-hop and hip-hop. I heard every crazy excuse in the book, man. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm telling you, man, a lot of y'all Hispanics come off as being jealous. I don't think y'all realize the image, that I don't think you guys realize the way you make yourself look. You come off as being jealous. All the hate that's directed to, if you're going to hate black people, then don't emulate anything we do. The one thing I would say about white people is this. You know what? White people might not like your black ass, but they'll move far away from you as possible. They won't move around you. They won't try to emulate you. They won't have nothing to do with you. They like being white. And I respect that. If you don't like me, that's cool. Everybody's not going to like you. But don't try to come around me. Don't try to copy off me. Don't try to emulate me. Don't be influenced by me at all. Go do your own thing. And I see a lot of hypocrisy from the so-called Hispanic community. I hear a lot of Mexicans calling themselves niggas now. They dress black. I remember 10 years ago, Hispanics didn't even dress like that. They didn't dress black. They didn't act black. They didn't call themselves niggas. You know, it's true. They didn't act like that. All of a sudden now, you know, they want to adopt the hip hop culture, but still keep that racial hate in their heart towards black people. Now, what do you do if that was black people doing that? How would you feel, Mexicans, if that was black people uh, playing mariachi music, you know, trying to integrate themselves into the Mexican society, but at the same time calling y'all wetbacks and beaners and spicks and go back to Mexico? What would you say? What would you say about that? Wouldn't you call us hypocrites? Wouldn't you say we was jealous? You know, your actions displays that time and time again, man. But see, I understand now. It's just in their nature to be that way. You know, it's just in the nature. It's just in their nature to hate black people. It's in their blood. That comes from the Spanish bloodline. You know, it's no real reason for them to hate black people. You know, it's no real reason for that. It's just in their bloodline. And I'm not trying to make it out to be like, you know, blacks are innocent, because I know black people can do their dirt as well. But that's just how people are. You know, you have ignorant people in every race. But it's a part of your culture to hate black people. You know, it's not a part of our culture to hate Mexican people. You know, and that just let me know that we're God-chosen people, because it's not in our hearts to hate Mexicans. And Mexicans are not Hebrew Israelites, man. That's the biggest fucking lie I have ever heard, man. Y'all brothers need to stop telling these people that they Hebrew Israelites, man. Do you know what makes you a Hebrew Israelite? Do you know what makes black people Hebrew Israelites? It's our heart. It's our nature. That's why we're God-chosen people. You know, because we're the most accepting race on this planet. We accept everybody into our culture. It's not in our hearts to hate people. You know, I know some black people that'll go against another black person to help a white person out or to help a Mexican out. You know, but Mexicans, they will never go against their people, even in the wrong. If their people clearly in the wrong, they will never go against their people, man. You know, they'll never go against their people. You know, if a black person is in the wrong, another black person to tell that guy, hey, man, you're wrong about that. That's not right. I'm not going to go along with something I don't agree with. You know, and you can't use my race against me and say, well, oh, we supposed to be black. You supposed to stand for me. That's being ignorant, man. That's a very ignorant mindset. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. You know, flat out, man. And I just noticed that from a lot of Hispanic people. I'm not saying go out here and hate Hispanics, because you have a lot of good, you know, people out here that's Hispanic. You know, but for the majority part, most of them are very ignorant, uneducated people, man. They are, and they brainwashed by white people. They so brainwashed by white people, it just doesn't make any sense. And white people know that they have Mexicans in the box. They don't fear Mexicans, okay? They don't fear other minority groups the way they fear black people, you know, because they know that they have Mexicans and other minority groups under their tutelage, man. White people know this. You know, they don't mind, you know, Mexicans coming to this country as long as they cut their grass, as long as they, you know, they're maids and cooks. They don't mind, you know, but the second that Hispanics start to outnumber white people, okay, it's time to close down the border. It's time to do something about this. You know, a lot of y'all Hispanics, man, are hypocrites, man. Y'all preach one thing, but y'all do the complete opposite. You know, and a lot of y'all Hispanic men are hypocrites. Y'all tell y'all women to stay away from black men, but y'all like black women. I don't care what you say. Y'all be looking at black women, man. You know? But I think that's an ignorant mindset that their parents have embedded into them. You know, and I think it's sad, man. And you know what? For that reason, Hispanics will never come up, man. You know, they gonna stay like that, man. You can't be closed-minded in America. America is a melting pot of different races and different cultures. You can't isolate yourself and be closed-minded. In America, you would never go nowhere. Everybody open up doors for somebody, man. You need somebody to open up a door for you, man. You know, black people didn't get to where they was at without, you know, other groups opening up doors for black people. You know, and Hispanics don't understand that, man. But you know what? I can care less. You know, I just wish you people stop the hypocrisy, man. That doesn't make any damn sense, man. It really don't. You know, and y'all display y'all jealousy time and time again. Don't think for 1 second that black people don't know what's going on, man. We know what's going on. We see what y'all we see what y'all about. You know, to me, Hispanics are more racist than white people. But that's all I gotta say, man. Y'all have a good day.